Are you ever plagued with choice paralysis? Because sometimes I am. Not as much anymore, but still, sometimes I am to this day. The best thing about the choice paralysis I have these days is the choice of options. So many options that I don't know which one to choose. So I started making a list. My list involved things that I want to do, minis that I want to paint, games that I want to play that I have minis for, games that I want to play that I'm working on minis for, and games that I want to play that I need a table for. The beautiful thing about the table is there are two local game stores, both of which have space to play, have tables and terrain to play with, but it wouldn't be me if I didn't want to make my own. So I need to get this place cleaned up a little bit because, well, there's just magic cards and other things in the way at the moment. We had magic last night. It was fun. And Chris was sorting cards, but I need to clean up a little bit so that I can start. And I need to get some foam. Okay, I do have some foam. This is XPS, extruded polystyrene foam. At least in the States, this is what they use for insulation and walls sometimes. This stuff is really high density. I'm sure you've seen it around, and this is going to be the base of my table. This table right here that I'm working with is actually, I don't know how. All right, this table is 5 foot by 3 foot, and we're looking to make a table that is 4 foot by 4 foot. Like I'd mentioned earlier, I need to clean up a little bit, and I need to take Miso on a walk, so I'm gonna go do that and try. All right, I've cleaned up and I need to go shopping. There's some things that I need to start working. I'm gonna make a list right now, and then we're gonna go to the store so that we can continue and hopefully start building something. Also, as I was cleaning, I looked back at this little guy. Oh man, honestly, I love her. I think that the paint is so sick. Every day I look at it since I did it, I'm just like, I love it more and more. So I'm pretty stoked by it. I love the way her hair turned out. Real quick, and on that same note, I have a bunch of little sci-fi dudes that I was working on before, and I didn't really know what I was gonna do. I actually painted some of them. Anyways, I think that I'm gonna use that scheme that I used on my Mech 28 on these guys. I know that some of them are already painted, but I think I'm just gonna go for it. Kind of get them all ready. I don't know what they're gonna be for, but I think they're kind of a cool little warband. I just ordered a hot wire cutting table. Cutting tool? Cutting table? Whatever. I just ordered it. It's not gonna be here until, I don't know, for like a week, around a week. In the week or so, maybe a little longer, that it's gonna take to get here, I am going to prepare for what I need. So, lately, I have been working on warbands and models for all sorts of different games. And my number one goal is to play games with my friends. So, I need to consider games that they want to play, because if I just build stuff that I want to play, then I might not have anybody to play with. So I did a little bit of a poll, a little bit of a consensus, and right now the most people are interested in playing Trench Crusade, and I love Trench Crusade. In fact, I have, let me show you. This box in my bits box, man, I have such a hard time saying that. It's actually full of models for Chris and myself. I think this is her Praetor, for our Trench Crusade games. And they're in various states of completion, but they are sort of slowly being worked on. I'll show them off better later. Yeah, they have magnets, so. Anyways, these are all kit bashed from various parts, and they're all just kind of shoved in this box at the moment. But getting this turn it into a table for this. That's our goal. My list of things includes getting stuff to start mixing that, because if I need to cover basically a 4x4 foot swath with what essentially is like a large amount of texture paste, I need to do that with the most cost-effective method possible. And at the moment, sand, and maybe some joint compound, and a lot of PVA glue. And brown paint. That's what I'm thinking. I'll do some tests and we'll see where it goes. Okay, I got some things. I got more hobby sand than I could ever possibly imagine using. I got a house paint sample of this really, well, I think it's pretty dark earth, kind of plain brown. And then what the camera is sitting on are these 2x2 foot XPS foam like craft squares. Yes, I know that I had this. I know I said I wasn't gonna get any more, but 2x2, I got 4 of them. That's a 4x4 foot table, squared away. Don't have to worry about fancy cuts. I can use the rest of this foam either for another table or adding variants. I've spent all my time cleaning and shopping for the day, and I have to go to work. So we're gonna have to pick this up next time.